following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Are in a room of skin and bone. The way out is shut with a column of stone. There is a shattered altar and a shattered Templar.
That would be me.
Your previous adventures included solving puzzles with broad hints that even Aedrin could have followed.
No. Beyond.
Are there any is there any air currents in the room? Like, is there any air flowing in there?
Air seems pretty stagnant.
Check the altar.
Yes. It's basically made out of rusty iron. It seems to be actually crumbling away for some reason now. There's little fragments of red crystal around its base, and wedged underneath it is a small chest.
Chest?
Do you want to check the chest for traps first?
There's no point though. I've got a private secret arm to be on my one.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
That's true. And I want you
No, I don't.
Go ahead.
I do. Yeah, but then it hurts my
Search around the walls, but I don't know what to look for when they're lined with
37.
skin and bone.
Doesn't seem to be trapped in any obvious way.
74. 77.
Doesn't seem to be trapped in any obvious way.
Open the chest.
The chest springs open easily. One of the hinges falls off. Inside you find pencils ready. 13 copper turles. One quarter thaler. $12 copper leks. L-E-K-S. 3 rupees. Two jots. 5 fills.
That's slavery.
Fils. P-H-I-L-E-S.
F-I-L-S. 47 pence. Merlin. One litre. L-I-T-A. And 1 copper verin. There is also a rusty metal disc of unknown type or origin. It could once have been a coin. That is all.
Is there anything under the chest?
Yes, a patch of stone.
No markings, no.
Not really.
Just a bit of stone.
You say it's crumbling away?
No, just didn't know it's from any steelish.
No, I thought the place around where the juice is.
The
The altar.
the altar is.
Hit the ground? What? So, I was gonna knock on the ground.
Your new dagger?
No, I'm gonna knock on the ground.
It thumps like stone, like a thing of stone, like a block of stone. I don't really know how to describe that. It's a dull thump. Thunk, yeah.
I'm going to check the walls anyway for any like seams or anything. I mean, I don't know what I'm looking for in a place like this. But
This walls are spongy.
Are the walls still talking to us?
No.
But the hills have eyes. Yes, I'm just looking for anywhere where it looks like these things might part at any, like if there's a seam between them.
Yeah, regularly where the bone columns are.
Okay. I'll look around the edge of the room to see if there's any like arch-shaped indents or scratching around the walls. Nothing. Okay.
Can I combine climb walls and open lock to find doors?
What I believe you're looking for is you're looking for find hidden doors. Actually, a racial trait for one. But yeah, you can try climbing the walls to see if there's anything up higher.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful.
You know what's on
What
the walls?
does the ceiling consist of in here?
Nipples.
I think you're more concerned about the walls
Is
than
the
it.
ceiling of stone or is it like fleshy and
It's hewn rock. Hanging from it are the aforementioned chains with hooks and bodies.
So it's big piles of bodies over the back, is it? So the back behind the old wall.
A wall.
Is it plain walls or is it the same walls as the other walls? Is there any, compared to, with all the walls, obviously we've gone around and had a look, is there anything different on the walls that would stand out?
Well, yes, now that the altar's smashed and he's dead, they're sort of sagging and rotting away. Strangely, the stench doesn't seem to get worse. It's still, the place still
Sorry.
smells like dead body.
so everything is getting saggy and
Is there any way of cutting these things down so that they actually fall down soon?
Of course there is. Using any kind of edged weapon would work. It's just skin.
Then I'll start from the back wall, work my way across the back wall,
Okay. How high up?
as far as I can reach.
Okay, fine. Right, so you will all notice as Sulin starts cutting through the wall.
What are you doing?
what are you cutting with? Just you've got a dagger?
A sword or anything.
I'm trying to see if there's anything behind these. Well, there's no other way out that I can see, and well, we need to get out of here.
I don't think there's
Squirrels.
any air flowing into the room either, so we need to get out relatively quickly.
The scribbles emerge.
No, but there's a muffled squeak. Yeah, so you cut the back wall down. It collapses at the bottom of the wall with a wet squelch.
Yep. It's like skinning an animal.
Beyond is hewn stone. Unremarkable.
Look up.
Okay,
What's inside?
hewn stone.
Humans.
Hanging chains and cadavers. That which once was living and unliving is now rotting
How
at
big
an
was-
accelerated pace.
How big was the altar?
It was about your torso size, but sort of sitting down low, and it's sort of rusting apart. And
Okay, so there's no chance that even if we tried to move it aside, there wouldn't be a hole big enough underneath in order for there to be a patch.
underneath there is a patch of bare stone.
Yeah.
It looks like, but you could certainly try and move it aside.
Might as well. Using it for strength check.
Yeah, pretty much.
4.
Yeah, it sort of comes apart in your hands, but you can move it aside.
And there's nothing under it except more
Just a
stone.
patch of like a square of stone. Yeah,
But it's different from the rest of the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
it's just a square of stone.
I'll head back to where we can.
Okay.
It's only 15 minutes.
No, there's still a column of rock collapsed to bar you in.
Tap the stone.
It thunks.
It sounds different from if I tap the other where the actual floor was as opposed to.
I don't know. You haven't tapped the rest.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'll tap the.
Yeah, that sounds a little more muted.
There might be something under here.
Well, how do we wish to get it out?
Lifts up.
Way to pry it out.
Okay, go ahead. Got a Slim Jim?
Yeah, we don't have like a crowbar or anything on us.
With a dagger.
That thing's evil.
I guess I'm gonna need the noisemaker, aren't I?
I'm not evil. I'm a paladin of the god of justice. I can't be.
Another angle.
Isn't he a paladin of Imladar?
Nope. Oh, you're asking in character. Sorry.
Yeah.
What, this fellow here?
Yeah.
Well, Benadar is a god of war, so it's not necessarily aligned with good or evil.
Is there any way to get any purchase on this stone?
No, it's fairly tightly flush. It's just a patch of stone, from what you can perceive.
Adrian, can you sense if there's anything magical about this patch of stone, or?
No, sorry. Used it on the spells.
It wasn't a hammer you picked up, what was it you picked up?
A mace.
Mace. Have you tried smashing with your mace?
I might as well give it a go. I'll try
And
and
make an
the rock.
attack roll, AC 10. So hit.
Yeah, I'll smash it with them at that.
Okay, roll your damage.
Which was actually a D6 for the base.
So, from wherever you are, you'll be able to hear him like smash away at a stone,
So,
and it cracks.
yeah.
Well, that's done something. You want to try that again?
Does it make a different noise, like an echoing noise at all?
Yeah,
Oh, it does.
yeah.
I mean, like it.
Like if the edges grind against each other, and you hear like a.
But it's not making a hollow noise, is it?
It kind of is. I mean, the two sides sort of cave in a bit, so that it's clear there's like not something right underneath.
It's not enough to.
Yeah. It's a 14. I don't know if you hit the bonuses.
I don't have any using that. It's not the weapon, my position with. So.
The roll damage. I mean, it's a block of stone.
If
It's
you
not
hit with
doing
a
anything.
10, I'm pretty sure you hit it. 14.
So again,
Yeah, the stone gives way and it collapses and falls in,
okay.
and it goes down, and you hear. You hear something glass break. You hear a whooshing sound. And the air moves in here now. And a mist rises up,
And cover my
and it resolves into a sort of misty grey form of a man. And then he becomes more solid from the waist up. And he says, I am the genie of the bottle. Who has awoken me? He
That
rubs his pointy
would-
beard.
be me.
Ah, a holy man. I have no interest in you. There must be someone here who is worthy of my great gift.
What makes someone worthy?
Ah, I sense something about you that makes you worthy. I have it within my power to grant you a wish. But my power is very small and limited, so it cannot be a very big wish. What do you want?
Get us out of the room.
Hang on.
I wouldn't suggest saying that.
Give me your guidelines.
I cannot murder anyone for you. I cannot cause anyone to change their opinion of you. I cannot grant you immeasurable wealth, but small wealth, yes. I cannot take you to far-off places, but I can take you to somewhere close. Furthermore, I cannot make you invincible, change anything about you, except in a very brief temporary way. I have been trapped far too long.
What happens if you're not trapped?
If I were not trapped, then I would be free to return to the plane of air, which is my home.
If we weren't here, where would we be?
That
Back within the temple of Banadar,
Yeah.
with the croft keeper in the croft keeper's office.
Yeah, and Mira.
We'd be there alive.
And all of us.
And with all of their things.
Yes.
I don't trust him.
We don't really have a choice.
which is a good thing. You're not worthy.
What does make someone worthy?
Oh, I can tell you have been touched by a great power. One that I am forced to respect.
Wouldn't that make Cephiro worthy as well?
I think he's referring to the gate.
Yeah, exactly. But the dark one is the antithesis.
Don't say, don't.
Did I see his eyes light up as soon as she said that?
Did you?
I saw yours light up.
Then yes, you did. He bobs and floats.
Try not to say anything that could.
Oh, I do not wish to put any time pressure on you, but I am of an impatient race.
Can we ask advice that doesn't count as a wish?
Of course you can.
Do you know of any way out of here?
Yes.
Do you know of any way out of here that isn't asking you to be out?
Of course I do.
And telling us we'll probably use up a wish.
Yes. Depends how you word it. What are your wordings for wishes?
It starts with I wish. Then the clause of the wish. Then you say that is what I wish. Then I grant it if I can.
I'm going to carry on.
Maybe you could wish that evil dagger out of existence.
So if you couldn't even grant us wealth, then you probably couldn't even get us out of this room.
Of course I could get you out of this room, and I cannot grant you great wealth, only a small amount of wealth.
How small?
What are your standards of comparison? I could create out of the aether up to 88 essence. Which, as you'll agree, is only small wealth.
What's down there?
Down there?
Yeah.
There is many undead. Stone and water. Stone and water and iron. And then a door I cannot see past.
We could risk it. And then if it gets too hasty, we could ask for an out.
The hole that Cephiro broke in the floor, it's literally just a straight drop down, isn't it? Yeah.
Is it wider than an
It's
outside?
this wide.
Oh.
So,
And even smaller.
only width is through, except for you would never get through.
I'd never get through. My shoulders are too broad.
What should we do?
Coming down the next one.
Any advice?
Well, we have to wish for a way back.
Seems the most logical thing to wish for if we can't find one ourselves.
Yes, but you have to be extremely specific, because if you say I want out of here, well, that water down there is out of here.
That's why we specifically say we want to be in the San Ramirez Temple of Benadar in the Croft Keepers
On what date?
office. Depending on what
Today.
date.
Because he could send us back to, I don't know how strong his powers are.
Not since he wouldn't be able to send us
He
into the
can
past.
only
He can't
grant
be
us
exist-
some small wealth.
he can't exist in any other
No,
time
he
than the one
told
you're
us
in.
he can only wish us small wealth. I'm doing what I'm doing.
How long will you stick around?
Until a wish is made. Or until you die.
What's stopping each of us from summoning you again to ask for additional wishes?
My bottle is broken.
Then
When the
we-
wish is wished, I will return to the bottle. And as it is broken, I will return to the plane of air. So you will not find me.
How did
And you are not worthy, so you cannot have a wish.
How did you get in the bottle?
I was placed in the bottle.
By who?
You would not know his name.
Are you sure?
Very sure. He says something, but all you hear is currents of air. You get an impression of little spirals of wind whipping leaves around a courtyard and then passing through an orchard, cherry blossoms falling. And then he stops talking.
That was just strange.
You see, I told you would not know. Come, come. Surely you have something you want of me. Perhaps a small cat.
No.
No, we'll be fine.
Perhaps a wondrous bag of holding.
Well, that would be helpful.
Yes, but not in this situation.
Good.
Do you know of any magical artifacts that would be able to transport us out of here that we would be able to retain so that...
No.
Even though it's worth a try.
still think we should just wish to be back at the temple.
Well, I don't have a choice whatever is made because I'm not worthy of the wish.
Nor am I, for some reason.
Incidentally, since you're doing it, you continue to find nothing.
Yeah, I know. You'll say that. I'll just keep going until you say
Just
otherwise.
letting you know. That's cool.
To Lady Worthington, yeah.
We didn't say whether Aedrin's worthy or not.
If Cephiro isn't, it's unlikely that I am.
But you're wrong. Judy is Aedrin white.
Who is Aedrin? No, he is not.
What are the conditions for worthiness?
He
I've
already
answered
said.
this once already. Do not anger me.
That was what I was confused about. It's illogical that Mara is worthy, but you aren't.
What's your name?
Which translates in your language to genie.
Makes. So the genies not have separate names.
Not names you could understand.
What other wishes have you had asked of you?
A man asked me to release him from a cage once, and I did.
How did that turn out for you?
He ran from the cage, and a guard dog ate him.
What was his word? What was
He said, I wish to be released from this cage. That is what I wish. And I opened the door for him. What he did after that is his problem. One time a falling man asked to be spared death from falling. And so I granted him that wish.
What happened to him?
I believe he walked away from the bottom of the wall. And was shot by archers. A man asked me for a sandwich once, and I gave it to him.
Was it a tasty sandwich?
He seemed to think so.
Then what happened to him?
He died
How come?
of old age, many years later.
So it's more of a, if we don't require you to use any effort, the wish can be simple.
Your wish can be anything you want it to be, providing I have the capability of fulfilling it.
The word.
You may word it however you wish.
Just wish to be back in the crop keeper's office right now with all of their belongings.
How would that turn out for us?
How would what?
Would it?
What he said?
Would that be able to transport all of us?
Yes. To the Crypt Keeper's office, at the moment of your wish, with all of your belongings.
And the stuff we picked up.
Well, those are belongings.
I believe almost everything would be transferred from those things.
What would not be transferred?
A Around 10 pounds or so, perhaps the mace.
The mace can stay behind.
So it's weight related.
Well, the dagger could stay behind.
All matter is energy.
I wouldn't have any qualms about that thing staying behind. At least it's good and buried down here.
If the dagger stays behind, so someone else can get it.
Possibly, but good luck getting in here.
We got down here.
Yes, but that was before everything caved in.
I just really don't want to get this wrong.
We don't have any other options. Just make the witch.
And don't take too long, and he may get impatient and just decide not to give us anything.
Can that happen?
Of course not. Not for someone who is worthy.
If someone weren't worthy and they wished something of you, what would happen?
That would be amusing.
Has that happened before?
Oh yes. Oh yes, it has.
Do you like telling stories?
It can pass the time. Ah, I understand your inference. An unworthy one once asked me to take him out of the mouth of danger. He had awoken a dragon, you see. I thought, why not? I took him out of the path of danger. Took him out of the dragon's cave. 500 feet into the air. It was not a problem for me. I am made of air. He sadly was made of meat and bones. It was terribly unamusing.
You have a morbid mind, both of you.
Can we but help but what we are?
What made the other people worthy? Like they or the other people who asked?
They had been touched, of course.
Sorry, Jim. We need to discuss wording.
You want a pen and paper?
Also, if you could find out some way of wording it so that we were just as robust as we were when we came in, that would be much appreciated.
If you specified unharmed, that would probably let you do it.
Well, please continue giving me ideas what to say.
I wish we were. It doesn't matter. I know.
Yes, no, but
And I'm not going to follow it up with
No,
No.
I don't understand.
but yes, if you say anything to do with that,
No,
Do you not just hear?
please do not use any of the special wishing terms
Well,
while discussing this.
You're Spider-Man.
Well, we were at the Crockkeeper in Saint Ramirez,
Jedi.
in the temple of Ben Hadad, with all their belongings, and none of us were harmed. Crockkeeper's office.
The Temple of Ben Hadad.
San Ramirez. What's that?
Your timer.
Oh, before Jeannie gets pissed off.
So what you going?
I'm just joking. I won't put you on a timer. That would be cruel and unusual.
And one of your alley.
Alright, I've got
And it's good time now.
office,
It's not my alley. It's your alley.
Saint Ramirez, Temple of Benedar.
In the Temple of Ben Hadad, at Saint Ramirez, the other way
At the
around.
current time,
Right now.
Still chopping.
You're done.
Done.
There's nothing.
Yeah, the ends.
Actually, that's not entirely true, but you just haven't looked yet.
No.
I gotta have a roll.
Yeah, no, there's no problem. I was waiting for a tree.
It's well good.
Yes.
You do actually find one thing.
Do you want my book?
No, it is actually a small bone tube
I will
that was in part of the flesh.
bone and stick it within.
There's something very bad.
And unarmed.
Back to this. Oh, I need to get the game.
I'm finding out, I was like, let's just make it good for you. No,
Yeah, you did, but you don't forget.
Thank you. Alright, I've got Proculus offers of the temple, in the temple of Benadar, in San Ramirez, at the current time unharmed.
With all of their belongings.
Right.
It has that in it.
All that is on our person?
No, all of their belongings.
But what if something that we have doesn't belong to us?
Well, it belongs to us now because we have it.
Not to the genie. What if it has a rightful owner?
You could say all the items in our current possession. I suspect that you're trying to get some of your missing possessions back.
That was always the plan.
What's this?
Did you find another note?
No. Do you know what this is?
Well, reading the first part of it, it sounds like something that this fellow should see.
You recognize it immediately as a page from a spellbook.
Does it have all the...
It looks like something you might be able to learn, given time.
Or if you use it right now?
No, he can't.
No, exactly.
It's not like
It's not a scroll.
It's not a
no.
scroll.
Yeah, nothing else?
That's it.
So,
A scroll of the same spell.
with all of our current belongings, or just with all of our belongings?
Can I give him the bone tube that came in?
If you want.
It came in there.
Well, I would
This
say with
bone
all the
tube
items
is
in
similar
our
to
possession.
what you would use on a carrier pigeon, only it's made out of someone's femur.
I'm fine.
But bigger, basically.
We might be protected, but
Put it out. I've got Proculus offers in the temple of Benadar, in San Ramirez, at the current time, unharmed with all of the items on our person.
In our position, that's different from on that person.
No, but if it's not ours, then it's not our possession, is it?
No.
In our possession just merely means what we're carrying right now.
In our possession.
That sounds like a very fine wish you are crafting.
I just don't want to get it wrong.
Of course not.
it's always something.
There's always that!
Trying to reach, stun, what move. Yeah.
I do love how Sulin just does not want to go the genie route at all.
So
I can't believe that you were quite willing to go with it though.
I don't see any
Once
alternative.
long ago, on the island of Fadas Mai, men and women lived together in peace. Then a genie happened. Now they hunt for men.
So they think it's better now?
Oh, really?
No.
Oh,
Or yes. Who knows? You'll have to learn.
Well, that's why I was asking the genie.
Well,
It could have been another genie
it's
Yeah.
probably another genie. I mean, this one's particularly weak.
at this moment.
What do you mean at this moment?
It's weak because it's been out for so long.
Oh, I thought it was.
Because it's been so far away from the.
I
It
just
could also
thought
be a
it-
low tier genie that's different levels.
Or if it's proportionate to how many wishes it grants.
Well, that also usually determines how powerful a genie is. A one wish genie versus a 3-wish. Right?
Or a djinn.
And there's that. Who
Or-
also have
or-
multiple wishes.
or
plus
a
the
Dao
super super badass wishes. You can wish for almost anything.
That's the one you want. You want a Dao djinn.
Is he voiced by Robin Williams?
Nope.
Aww.
That genie was actually a particularly weak one.
Really?
Think about it.
I can't. I'm
Yeah.
missing something.
Anyway, how's it coming?
I just don't want to get it wrong.
No, you don't.
Just get my character sheet and everything over.
They should change the 6 of it. Eyes lit up.
I've considered it so many times.
Right, so, am I missing anything from this?
From what?
I wish. Oh, so you're fine with probably being dismembered in a war.
It does say without
It
harm.
says
doesn't it?
specifically unharmed.
Unharmed, but
And alive.
unharmed and alive. Is there anything else?
Always something else.
Sulin?
I don't know. I just don't.
We do need your input, just in case. You think differently than us.
On the ground.
But if we're in the office, even if we were to appear on the ceiling, we would still be fine.
We would fall down, but we might land on like the croft keeper and break him because he's a very old man.
That's
Sometimes I wonder about you, Lady Mara.
it's a risk we're willing to take.
You have a rather dark streak to you sometimes, it seems.
I'm hungry.
Tim wish
You did bring food.
sandwich.
Nothing?
There is such a thing as overcomplicating things.
Alright. I'll just wish for it then. Shall I? Alright. Jeannie, stop moving. Jeannie.
Yes.
Okay, Jenny. I wish for all of us to be in the Croft Keeper's office, in the Temple of Dumadar, in San Damaris, at the current time, unharmed and alive, with all of the items in our possession. That is my wish.
Your wish is granted. You are all, including the genie, now in the Croft Keeper's office, in the Temple of Benadar, in San Ramirez, alive, unharmed, remove any hit point damage you might have taken, at the current time, in suspended animation, for 1 day. You cannot move, interact, be harmed,
Can we talk?
no.
Not even just to
In
each
fact,
other.
you're in kind of like a sort of dreamy state where you're sort of aware of things are going on, but you can't be bored or in any way negatively affected by anything.
So kind of like when you're delirious and fever.
Yeah, kind of.
Does the croft keeper like come over to us and like poke us or anything
Yes.
like that? Then yeah.
And he notices the genie also in a sort of dreamy state. And he strokes his chin for a bit and he's like,
Yeah, understood.
And then, I mean, everything's sort of fuzzy. You kind of hear something, and he sort of looks around and hurries out of the room. So, let's just advance time to, I believe it will be the 8th now. Yes? Anyone object?
Depends when you're advancing time to, so yeah. Oh, yes, that's right. It's going to be a day, wasn't it?
Yeah, the 8th.
So it will be Mercet, the 8th of Shawl, and we'll say what time would be suitable for all of you. Would be, what, just after Tears? Yes?
Yeah, you clock out.
I have to. I can't.
Halfway between dawn and noon.
Sounds good.
So, you snap out of it. The genie's like, there we go. That wasn't too bad now, was it? Farewell.
Thank
And
you.
he dissipates.
Why?
That was strange. I almost felt like I was asleep or
You were missing something.
The craft keeper looks at you expectantly.
It worked though. We here. I'll check to see if I've got anything.
My good fellow. Might I say that we have accomplished your task?
Did we know? We just there was. We might want to explain this with a priest around, so we don't have to recount it twice.
Might suggest that perhaps your explanations can wait, as right now there is something of a crisis brewing. And we would like to press you into service again as able-bodied fighting people,
What's happening?
as the Temple of Benadar is currently under attack by mysterious dark forces.
Oh.
And look at Lady Mara.
Well, don't blame me.
It's that thing.
What thing?
The
The
dagger.
dagger.
To take the dagger to the head priest.
Right now?
Right now.
Where the head priest is at the front of the temple, engaged in exhorting the troops.
Okay, don't take it to the head priest. That's basically delivering it to the...
Cropkeeper, who's the most senior priest who's closest to us?
Me.
We have a dagger of the dark one on our position. We found an altar to the dark one in the crypt.
What?
Mark, get the dagger out.
It must be destroyed.
It has to be. Yes, it does.
That is strange. May I
No.
see
No.
it?
No.
You may not touch it.
I will put it away. And I will instead show him the scroll of identify.
Such a thing is... No such a thing is best dealt with by the High Cleric. Arm yourselves, you must go.
To the High Cleric.
He is the only one.
Is there anything that could conceal the dagger's presence?
Perhaps. But I do not remember. It is so long ago.
I was wondering if it may be a good idea if you do not go to the
The
front
temple
line.
shakes.
Lady Mara.
Dust falls from the ceiling.
We should make our way forward.
Maybe you three should just go up.
You need to come with us.
No, that would be delivering it right into the heart of the enemy.
We can't leave it here. She'll be by herself.
Must be somewhere we
With the
can.
craft keeper, and he's still alive. He's very old.
Perhaps we can find the Grand High Cleric, or at least the High Cleric of this.
If we push forward and try and find him,
We can maybe bring him back.
if you guys come up but stay at the back, don't come forward with us. But at least leave the catacombs.
I'll just stand here and you go through the night.
No, you need to come with us.
Still think it's too risky bringing that thing along.
We
Not you.
can't leave it here either.
No, we can't, but
At least if the High Cleric knows what they're after, he might be able to do something about it.
Or to destroy it.
the other option is there a way out the back of this temple, Clothkeeper?
What? No. There's only the stables and the main entrance.
There's nowhere Lady Mara could slip out.
Good stables.
That doesn't make any sense. Is they here because of the dagger? They'll just follow her anyway.
Exactly, and they'll stop attacking the temple.
And then they'll get Mara and the dagger.
Not if she's swift and fast.
I might have someone
Clever.
somewhere safe like the
The
table.
temple shakes again.
Let's just go.
A Templar bursts into the room. He says, "Clothkeeper, you must go below and seal yourself in. For some reason, they've redoubled their attack on the temple.
Where's your high-tech cleric?
He has fallen back into the main chamber."
To take us to him.
Yes.
We know what they're after.
He eyes you suspiciously. "Very well, come with me." He leaves.
We
Oh,
follow.
let's go.
Up to you whether you follow.
I'll follow.
The main hall is ablaze. Pews have been thrown up against the main doors, but that doesn't matter because half the wall on one side's gone. You see humans fighting Templars. You see dead bodies everywhere. You see non-human things fighting the Templars. And you see out on the street behind them a familiar figure that you have all seen before. Sitting on a horse, rallying the various combatants. Save versus spell.
Yeah. We get a bonus from that's
You get high, don't you?
Right, I got it.
Yeah, so you get high, don't you? Yeah, no.
Well, what if you do the same?
And I was down by 10, over 10.
Defense.
Yeah, defense wins if you're the same.
So you win.
Wow, down by over 10?
Oh, yeah.
You're insensate with fear,
Down by 3.
even with your +4 bonus.
Even with +4 bonus, I'm 3 under.
You were affected by fear. Somehow. Unless you happen to be completely immune to fear effects.
No, I just get the bonus for mind effects, but I'm not sure about my aura.
If
though.
you look
It's,
behind me, I'll be backing into them.
Its dark cowl
Just
locks
stop.
with you.
I was wondering whether it was going to be, if they were going to change directions when we walked down.
The High Cleric notices this and comes rushing over. And he looks at the two of you on the ground hugging each other and crying, and the two of you not. And he says, "What is going on here? What?"
Give him the dagger.
No. We're getting the scroll identified.
He goes very pale. "This must be destroyed."
How?
I told you.
You,
I want to be back in Serenia.
The doors fly open. A gentleman comes striding in. What do? The High Cleric turns to, looks over there and looks at you and he says, I don't suppose you can kill that. And then he looks at the two of you and goes, probably not.
So Cephiro, stop it! I'll start like shaking Cephiro.
Oh, but it's scary. I want to be back home.
You can both re-roll if you wish at this point.
So just the dagger against it.
Okay, it's better, but not great. By 5 this time.
Exactly.
Can't use the
You
dagger
recover.
against him. You can't use the
Cleric-
dagger at all.
Looks around and the High Cleric looks around and he says, there's really only one solution then, isn't there? Give it to me.
No,
Give it to him.
no, the craft keeper is starting to. I'm just.
Turn, yes. But I will not.
I'm sure.
I'm very sure.
It has to be destroyed or it has to be given to the enemy in order for them to flee, and I prefer the former.
So he takes the dagger. I'll have the possession sheet, thank you. I have to amend the...
Please don't be where he yells out fool.
Oh, what?
Fools! And you gave it away so
He turns from you and runs
Which way?
right at the Black Rider.
Oh God, that's suicide!
Unless
He
it's
reaches
with
them and he says, "Take it, you black devil!" And he raises it up and he goes to plunge it in, but he comes up short on the end of a black Thrakenhar forged longsword, which he then slides down. It takes the dagger, slips it into its robes, pushes him off, turns around, and walks out.
And the thing?
Roll.
Nope.
With its command, the others turn and leave as well. Hurriedly.
I'll push forward to the priest.
That's a sweat. It's just getting worse.
Don't bet on it.
Is it through that?
As it leaves your sight, you can recover immediately from any fear effects. The High Cleric lies dead.
A fool!
He is dead.
I tried to not do that to him. I'm not going to say I told you so.
It would have just killed you anyway.
We should have had a forge or something in here we could have run to and just thrown it into. Would have just melted. Would have taken some time, but...
A cluster of clerics and Templars gather around. The High Cleric died protecting all of us. That strange weapon you found. It was evil. I could feel it from where I was.
It was a weapon of the Dark Lord himself.
I saw him.
The High Cleric, we all saw.
Wait, what did you see, Lady Mara? You're not referring to the High Cleric.
What do you mean?
When I held it. And when I approached the altar, I held the.
Or when he was whispering to you in your mind's ear and telling you to.
You all must have incredible willpower to not be drawn to it. Such weapons were forged for evil priests. They can turn people just by looking at them.
They tried.
What do you mean to do something like that if you can't just take it to the temple to clean it up?
We probably could have if they weren't under attack. It was probably that damn genie holding us in place for who knows how long that gave them a chance to get here and start attacking the place.
We could have destroyed it if we had enough time for the cleansing ritual. Their attack came out of nowhere, around about exactly a day ago. Yeah, just after Tears on Gilda.
Living on the surface.
Yes, would have been. A portly gentleman hustles up officiously and starts dispersing orders to clean up that body and get it enshrined properly, and then he turns to you and wrings his palms together greasily. Ah, it is our four adventurers who have brought such an attack down upon us. Thank you.
You asked us to.
And we are so grateful. Be assured that the service that you required in exchange will be performed within the hour. We have already made orders for Templars and clerics to head up to the tomb.
I thought it was already underway over a day ago.
The first process, yes. The final part must be performed today.
Do you require any additional services from us for the ceremony?
Well, let's see. You have investigated the Undercroft and found a weapon of the Dark God.
That was the source of all your undead restless down there.
Did you find any evidence of our previous parties?
Oh, have all
Yeah.
the notes here. Do you want me to hand them to you, or...?
No, not really.
Yeah. I'll hand them to him, all the notes.
We were told not to disturb them though, so we could.
Of course, of course.
Though we're not even entirely
This is Isaiah's party, but we dispatched 3 others.
I say it became a servant of the Dark One. We had to sort of defeat him.
That is ill news.
There was some kind of portal down there, so we're not even sure if the main disturbance even came from.
Now that the undead are resting, we can send some acolytes down there to investigate. Yes.
I'd send some Templars with them, at least for the first time, just to be sure.
Of course. Of course, we are now rather short on Templars, most of them having died.
Well, while I cannot become a Templar of your religion, as I already have dedication to Tor, I can still assist you in any matters you may wish.
Ah, it is good you say that. But we must come to the minor matters of completing our, shall we say, debriefing?
Yes.
So, he had become a blood priest. That explains how you got your awful weapon. Do you all feel well?
Do I?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel fine.
None of you have any lingering effects? Feel whisperings in your head that are not your own?
We're on palm.
I looked to Lady Lara just in case, but... You have you had the dagger.
You all must possess incredible wills to not have been immediately overcome by such a corrupting influence, and carrying it on your person too.
Well,
Let God be praised.
Perhaps some of your other party members were also decorating the final chamber. There were several...
They were skinned and hanged.
This practice is known. Right under the temple, where we would never see it, of course.
Well, again, there was a portal there that took us to we don't know how far away.
Most interesting. Thank you for completing this simple task for us.
Simple? Simple? Could you have done it?
With time, I'm sure.
Why didn't you do it then?
Because we had you.
You must forgive Lady Mara. She has a terrible, how shall I say,
Just don't say
phobia
it.
of
Just
the
don't.
undead.
That's fine.
That is a natural thing. A reasonable thing.
There's nothing wrong with it. They're disgusting creatures.
There.
It seems that the fighting in the streets has calmed down. You could probably be on your way.
How bad was the damage to everywhere else?
Not very bad at all. Really, the only damage came about when people tried to fight them. They made their way straight here. There's some damage to the Hubwoods Gate. I am told also to the Traitor's Gate.
What guards tried to stop them there?
It took a few attempts before some of our messengers were able to get through and inform the city guard to not interfere.
Yeah, they wouldn't have stood a chance.
They were contemplating sending out the, what is it called, a riot team?
They would not have stood a chance.
Would have been a bloodbath.
Did the other temples assist?
Oh, of course not. This was our business, apparently. It would not have done to get in the way of one of the 9. Still, now it has the dagger for good or ill. It is not a problem of ours anymore.
Are you kidding?
No. My people do not have humor.
That will be a problem for you, sons.
There are many such relics left over from the dark times.
Oh, the Dark One to have such a strong presence.
It has never been proven, actually, that these Dark Riders are his servants. They're certainly evil, and certainly powerful.
Then whose servants are they?
Maybe no man's. That is beyond my ability to contemplate. We must send off to the head office for a new High Cleric. Is there any other minor service we can perform for you while you are here?
What can you do about seeing that a message gets sent to my Grand High Cleric of Tor?
Your sense of humor amuses me. We can do much.
I mean cheaply.
How cheap?
Free.
Free would be nice.
Considering what we just did for you,
Which was in payment of another thing. But there are a few minor other things that we will need doing in the days to come, so certainly I can arrange a message delivered.
Very good. Would you be able to take it now, or would you prefer to?
I can. The intended recipient?
The Grand High Cleric of Tor.
Branch.
Actually, you send it to the Serenian Laurentia.
Ah, of course. Cleric Avery.
Yeah.
It will be done. Can I offer you any of the services of the temple? Money changing, bathing.
money changing,
Money changing may be a good idea, considering what we also found.
and what we also have.
Yeah.
Before the body was taken away, we would have said a few words. So,
Okay.
yeah, we said, just be some mother's last embrace. Yeah.
Very dwarven.
Easy to say when everyone's off the run of talking.
So, money changer.
Yes.
Okay, what do you need changed?
Imperial is a standard unit, isn't it?
It is the standard unit. If you want to change to Maryland, you basically just double it.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you're dealing with a money changer, so he's going to excise a fee.
should we get all money changed to Imperia currency?
What is the fee?
We should probably get it all changed now because the fee will probably be I'm guessing a.
1 lump.
Oh well, yeah, that's what I mean. Whereas if we get it done in lots, it'll cost us more in the long run.
So you want all the coins we have changed to Maryland or
Imperium.
Imperium? Is Imperium recognised everywhere?
Well, we could change. We could keep any that are Merlin as Merlin, and then change all the rest to Imperium.
What if we need them to change the fee now? Like, what if we run out of money?
If we run out of money, we don't need to get a change.
Imperium's recognised everywhere, so
Yeah.
You in your travels, you would know that most places will take an Imperium mark, or even a gold or silver mark or a turl, because it's backed fairly solidly. Merlin coins are accepted just about everywhere, but they tend to be less valuable.
they're fine here, but everywhere else.
Yeah.
So either currency is pretty much good for your immediate needs. So as far as you're concerned.
Okay. Let me give you the list of what we got.
Go through it in order.
This is the money changing song. It goes on for way too long. They exchange coins for Imperium, turles, and silver marks. That's the money changing song.
And that I also want to change. We have 49 Maryland pence.
Yeah.
So we want to change that to 4 silver, 9 pence.
Yeah,
You acceptable within that?
That'll be part of your package deal. I'm assuming you
We're
wanted
doing
it
all at
bundled.
once, so it's
Yeah.
not a
Yeah.
problem with we're paying the mark,
Yeah.
but the silver mark, so.
You didn't want to get your special coin changed for me?
Yeah, because we still
No.
got
Yeah.
ones that we had.
What the? Oh, his one.
My special one, it's somewhere, that one there.
No, because we did have some other ones as well.
He's,
Have you counted those in?
No, because I don't know what the fuck they were.
you've got all our currency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, back.
We're doing it all at once. This is-
Yeah, this is all of the currency.
No,
We
okay.
have a bag of coins.
You
that-
have a bag of random bullshit coins.
Yeah.
Just give me the bag and I'll give you some money for
Yeah.
them.
Okay. Yeah.
Dicky. Door.
Yeah.
Right. He sorts through the bag, charges you another 5 coppers
Just because.
turls because this is a pain in the ass, and then we'll give you an extra silver mark.
Okay.
It's be worth it.
Yeah.
It's like, God, you have been on some adventures. These coins are seriously out of date.
They might be valuable to collectors, though, right?
Not likely. The condition they're in. Oof.
Especially that silver disc, the copper rusty disc. It's not worth anything.
Actually, to an alchemist or
Yeah.
wizard, a copper rusty disc is fine because you can get oxides and things off it that you want.
So you can rusty metal disc.
Also, to a rogue, it could be handy because a guard's coming up on your hiding place and you just go, and there's a tinking
Tink,
coin
tink, tink.
noise
Silver
over there, and the
coin.
guard goes, "Coin?"
Yeah.
Oh, your silver that you got from bouncing, like the first night we were in San Ramirez, I didn't add that to the party fund. I assumed you're adding that to your own fund.
It instantly came out of the bouncing. Sorry, the. I didn't count it because it came out of the
Lodging.
for that night. Yeah. So
Okay. Right. Well, if you want to know how much we have 12 silver, 9 copper in Maryland, and we have 10 silver Imperia currency, and we have 1 litre because that didn't transfer properly.
Is that it?
Where's that at?
How much
There's
copper?
a trove
was
of wealth of this early on
9
in your
Maryland
campaign.
copper.
Oh, wait, you're in character. Yeah, sorry. I'm used to players being whiny bitches.
My character's a whiny bitch. So.
Yes, you is.
My character's a greedy bitch. Anyway,
That's more just entitled. I grew up with finer things in life.
so what do you think, farm boy?
I think it's more money than I'm insane.
You're gonna say that about anything.
A real silver?
Yeah, it's probably the first silver you've actually ever seen in your life.
Imagine what you look like when you see gold.
He did.
He did.
He changed it.
Oh, really? Oh yeah. Right.
Especially in Romanian gold, you've never seen one of those before.
Yeah.
And the whole time you've been there.
Yeah.
Actually, if nothing else, can the money changer tell me what the coin is?
What coin?
The one that I was given
For a
to-
small fee, sure.
How small?
Oh,
Like copper, it's one tiny little coin. A Merland copper, 1
Yeah.
penny.
okay, yeah.
What if it's worth less?
Mhm.
I'm not actually exchanging it, I'm just getting them to appraise it.
May I see the coin?
Yes. I'll actually get the coin.
What if it gives it that's 100 gold? Will you sell it?
That one.
Mm. Where did you come by this?
It was given to me.
I see. Well, it is an old design, yes. It is not actually a national currency, but rather a house currency, very old tradition. On the primary face, I noticed the flame motif upraised, in fact, rampant against a vortex motif, encircled by an Ouroboros. On the reverse side, I notice stars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stars encircling the profile of perhaps a woman holding the same motif. And I assume you do not know what this is.
I would not have just paid you to evaluate it if I knew.
Clearly, otherwise you would not have admitted to having such a thing.
Why? What's wrong with it?
That is a silver coin from House Tussilier.
See.
Often given as wergilds these days.
So,
Its value would depend entirely on who you are trying to sell it to. Very few people will take it.
where's that?
Well, the house has a reputation, you see. They spawned the Mad Mage.
Ben's Newsler, yeah.
Yes. And it is rumored that they serve his will still, even though he is no dead.
Does you have any idea why one would normally be given out to someone?
Usually in exchange for services rendered, particularly important ones.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, of course.
He's giving you that look because he's wondering what kind of services you need. What kind of services would they be?
I would shudder to speculate.
Not too bad.
I'm not bad, I'm a paladin of Tor.
That is doubly interesting.
Do you know what? Because you need to be justice, right?
What
I am justice.
That's why it's interesting.
What time should we head to the town?
Huh?
I thought we needed to go to
This is the money
Money
exchange.
exchange is
Pass.
now. Yeah.
I thought it was the same guy.
What? No.
No, he's going to lead us to the money exchange.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
Need a fight.
No problem.
Well, we need to get some supplies. Obviously, we've used a few things. I need to get some more arrows. We used them all in the crypt, and I was only able to recover 3 arrowheads. So
Yes. I'm not sure about you digging around the zombie remains with arrowheads as a
I
good
only
idea.
recovered 1 from.
No, that's not the,
If you've all been digging around in zombie remains, I suggest getting to yourself to a bathhouse immediately.
Does the temple provide bathhouses as a service?
Yes, for a fee.
We can already get into the bathhouse down the road for only a copper because we're staying at the
Ooh.
boyfriend.
That is quite a deal.
No, but we're covered in zombie juices from underneath this temple. I think we should get into the room. Just saying.
Don't look at me, I don't run it.
It's the go of their people.
Please don't call it that.
It's just the goo of our people.
How pleasant.
This is the unmentionable sticky goo of our people. You're basting in it.
It's a good fun party.
So what are you guys doing?
To the bathhouse?
No, to the guy that can lead us to the bathhouse, so we don't have to pay. I don't think.
Very well, I shall find, see if I can find, I can't remember his name, Dr. Z. He was the young cleric who
Oh yes.
first, I just think of him as Dr. Z because
Yes, you find him, his arm in a sling and all.
no.
Oh, you were successful, it seems.
Yes,
Well,
happy to be of service.
could you stand upwind?
Yeah, we were just wondering if we could perhaps partake of your bathhouse to get rid of the
Type.
undead.
I would certainly say yes if they weren't currently filled with the infirm.
Oh. Well, we would not want them to be infected, we will know.
Oh dear. Do you require healing? Cleansing of disease or curse?
Well, that's we were just a bit concerned about whether the zombie bits that some of us dug into more than others. They were saying we could get Sulin.
Quite virulent, I'm told.
Yes, we're worried. Want to make sure that no infectious diseases or anything.
I'd suggest going to a bathhouse immediately.
That's fine. We can go to the other bathhouse.
She's coughing in character.
I'm aware of that. Are you sure you do not require any poultices or salves or clerical healing?
We couldn't afford clerical healing.
Ah.
Oh, sorry for the loss of your Grand High Cleric.
Yes, a troubling matter. One must wonder why he chose to run into a sword.
That's what I was wondering.
One
Yeah.
must wonder indeed.
I think it was because of the devil.
Dagger may have
perhaps
told
that
him
is
to-
why you are coughing so much. Perhaps you have been afflicted. I have some leeches.
Leeches. Afflicted. How would leeches help me?
Well, you see,
could
they suck
drain
your
the blood and
That wouldn't. No, I'm fine.
or I could administer a cupping.
I'm very.
We will just go to the local bathhouse. Thank you very much.
Go in peace or don't.
And you always found shade water.
going peace or don't is a bit ominous.
They're saying we.
What do you want, God of War?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave and start making my way up and heading
Yeah.
to the bath, the main bathhouse. But it only costs us copper. It's no big deal.
I tried.
I know. You noticed.
Well, you guys have way too much money. I need to sink more.
It's alright, I gotta buy some stuff now. I like the price of it. No, I already have a good price on it. I'll tell you when the price. Next time you go buy it, so it's the barter.
Oh no, it'll be
You
more.
need to stop
I know,
watching your own
and that's-
arrows.
And that's gonna be more.
Would you
least-
see a Fletcher would it be cheaper?
Actually, if you go to any specialist, it will be less than a general merchant.
Would this place, this city have a Fletcher?
Oh,
Of
God,
course it
yes.
does. Yeah.
And if you were to provide
This city has anything you guys want.
if,
You can find it.
if
If I was-
you were to
To provide the
feathers,
materials,
would it
then
be
yeah.
Feathers and heads, and it'd be cheaper.
Everything knocks the cost down unless you're going to get one of those. Like, for example, if you went to Big Gay Wade and you just wanted him to make some bodge armor, he wouldn't. He'd only work with the finest ingredients.
But it'd still be cheaper.
Like
to buy from merchants.
if you happen to be in the city with the artisanal Fletcher, he'd like disregard everything you have and only work in like the finest of mithril arrows or whatever. But you'll get great shit
Yeah.
out of it.
See if we can get Hanzo arrows.
Well, yeah, those just cheap instant death motherfuckers.
Shoot 2 swirling dragons. What do you want?
I want the green skin for Widowmaker.
Yeah.
The worst part is, I guarantee I get 2 arrows, I roll, miss. Oh, roll second one, miss. Oh.
That doesn't matter. They're AOE's. Anyway,
You get this and broken.
Roll one. Bathhouse.
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 okay, you're there.
We gonna get washed.
The streets do actually appear slightly more chaotic than were described, but people are sort of picking up and repairing things.
Is there a bubble around us as we're going?
Was we scared?
More so than we
Yes,
normally have?
you are being avoided.
Yeah.
I'll get my clothes and armor done at the same time.
That's extra.
I know,
Yeah.
we all get our clothes and
Yeah.
stuff done.
That's an extra
Gotta be
copper, isn't
thorough.
it? Each or
Well, it kind of depends. I mean, how filthy are you?
We never went rolling around with the stuff.
You
Oh, we
did.
get
I
sponges.
did.
yeah, I mean, no, I think I'm fine. I either disintegrated them or had.
Mine's probably got blood, but
Yeah.
Extra copper for anyone with normal clothing wear and tear. Anyone with large amounts of blood is going to be 2.
it's probably going to be me. It's probably my blood.
That'd be
Gonna be
me.
all up my slaves.
And there'll probably be zombie blood on me as well from smacking.
And some zombie blood.
So you guys
And
have 3 each, so it's 9.
9.
Me's 11. So we'll do a silver and a copper for the thing.
Can we do it all for just silver? I will say.
Yeah, why not? Always happy to see something of the brighter.
Scribbles get some free.
Yeah, because they don't know about it.
Yet.
Huh?
Splash.
He loves it in here.
You don't have to worry about that. They're on their side. I know, it's a public bath. Public. No segregated sides. So the rest is sort of the same board as you. Have you noticed that yet?
Yeah, I'm trying very hard to remember
But he's so cute.
Especially with these.
Yeah. He has little bubbles like a little Santa head on his head. But he's being clean. Look at him. Just give him a little combing afterwards. With the
Oh, the comb!
It's been here for 3 minutes, you know that, right?
Yes, so it's
No, he
Cephiro, but don't complain about
And
it.
when he needs to go, he leaves my armor and goes. And then
Every
he
3
comes back.
minutes.
Wallets. You touched his tail? No wonder they're always cold.
He's not cold.
His tail.
Don't
How
listen
do
to
you
his
know
scribbles.
so much about mice?
Well, when You hate them. As much as I do. You know how to.
But
You know why you avoid them.
Don't listen to it. It's an unjustified hate. It's not like a hate for horses or peasants.
what's wrong with horses and peasants?
These are stupid creatures that deliberately throw you off and bite you
I
with
saw you
bark and
riding
stuff.
one.
It was a stupid horse. Do you know how long it took me just to get the saddle on before I went on that trip?
Hey, someone
Kept on
else to do it.
pushing its stomach out all the time and
Don't mind.
biting me and flicking its back legs
Why
and
do
flicking
you
me
pay
with
some-
its tail in the face.
Why didn't you just pay someone else to do it?
Pay
Or
somebody-
were you but a peasant?
Ooh, snack.
Not a peasant.
Well, if you were, then you could have paid someone else to deal with your horse.
I didn't have enough funds at the time.
So you were broke.
I wasn't broke. I did have money. I just spent money on a new shield and upgraded armor and that. Don't listen to her, Scrolls. She's full of crap.
It's alright, we're all in the same boat. Bath now.
So you guys get clean. What are you doing now?
I wish to find a Fletcher in town. If we go on another quest, we can ill afford not having arrows.
Indeed.
You can get directions to a decent Fletcher up in Lovenclough.
I'll follow you.
I'll go along for safety in numbers, etc.
Aedrin, yes, follow. Must have.
Okay. You will arrive.
I'll enter.
I'll look around. I'll browse while Sulin is dealing with the proprietor.
Welcome to Knock 1.
Me always punch over water. I'm looking to get arrows.
Well, you've come to the right place.
I realise that.
Just in the knock of time.
I get it.
It's not funny anymore.
I have some heads I've acquired, but I would like to purchase more arrows.
Are you looking at sheaf or flight?
Flight.
Okay. Number?
I'd like at least 24.
Doable.
I have 3 arrowheads if they are of any use.
And I have 10 feathers.
I'm sure we can make something out of that.
So try it.
Is that?
That would be by Imperial weight, so we're looking at here will be, well, I can certainly accommodate you. I happen to have 12. I'll take your parts and part trade. How about we deal for 18 silver.
Merlin for
Of course.
Silver. Oh,
Yeah,
where are the,
That's a bit over
where are
outrageous.
the,
I drop a bow that I was looking at when I hear that price, and then go sorry and put it back up.
let's go to the other place we were just at.
well, we are just getting prices at the moment.
Not gonna find a much better price around here. Not after all the troubles. Yeah.
Half price. It's the sale.
And
Find
it
out
makes sense too, since the troubles, if you had a sale, you're more likely to get business, just everyone wants to arm themselves.
That's what he was saying.
It's
anyway.
basic supply and demand, though, isn't it? The demand just went up. Yours saw it.
Not with the amount of deaths that happened.
I suppose that's a good price. I suppose I could knock it down to 14 silver talons.
It is all of you's side to it. I mean, it's for the party. I know it's expensive, but
Can you really put a price on getting the first shot off of them that means to stick them into you?
I can do that with magic, so it's not really that.
Did I say 14 silver talons? I meant marks.
Are you kidding?
good day, sir.
Good day.
We'll leave. Take the gear and leave.
So sorry.
There's another Fletcher you'll be able to find down at Dolly Sisters,
Thank
but
you.
they're not as good.
We can never go shopping with you again, no, right?
I can just go back to the end. What?
What?
You know, you go back to the inn by yourself and you fall asleep and you may die. That's what she was meaning.
Yeah, that's what.
Aedrin, for a person who came from somewhere where you could get killed and even slightly thinking about possibly even considering being a mage, you do seem rather untight-lipped about the fact.
It's positively flapping in the wind.
Sometimes I just say things without
How
thinking about
did you
it.
survive this long?
Well, actually, after it was revealed that I was a mage, I left my village.
Rhetorical question.
So I've been living with my master for the last few years instead of with around other people.
So you arrive. It's a store. Inside is an old man. Looks up as you approach.
Good day, sir.
Oh, hardly that, my good man. Hardly that. Hardly that. Good woman. Hello.
Maybe you always punch in water. Not in character.
Those big heavy oak
I want
doors
more
really
clear
do-
her anyway.
No, I saw the spike on the screens. It's all good.
Our stubs are tough.
We've come to fly arrows.
Good. I'm sitting here to sell them. I've got 36 right now.
For how much?
Flight.
Flight, yes.
Good, because that's what I got. We're looking at 13 silver talons. Good, strong arrow, long flight. Nice pointy bits at the end made out of metal.
You don't need all 36, you only needed 20-something, wasn't it? 24?
Only need 24 years.
What if
And you've got some of your own materials.
We do have some
arrowheads and-
materials, but if they've got them already
Hello?
made, it's
Yes, but he may be willing to
Materials,
compensate.
taken part trade, knock it down to 12.
10?
for the 36 that is it?
So since we're buying it all in bulk.
Look at these figures.
I might be able to make something out of them.
They're beautiful.
And the heads.
12 and 5 copper pence.
10.
10? Okay, fine. 10 copper pence as well.
10 silver.
How much for just
11 and 5. We're not made of money down here, and we'd like to be.
Would that be awfully heavy and make it awkward to move?
I'm willing to give it a try.
And that's just where all the old Ireland coins, isn't it?
We're gonna have to use
Gear. Did you guys loot any gear you wanted to sell while you're in a shopping mood?
Did we keep the mace?
No, the mace.
The mace.
The mace had to stay behind,
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
Did we take the armor?
No, we couldn't. It was fucking made of bone.
Well, I'm wearing
He's
some of
wearing
it.
He's weird. And yes, you've got a spare set of armor now, don't you?
Yes, so I have the old set I was wearing.
Yeah.
Padded armor? What's that worth? Look it up. 'Cause you can sell it. Did you want to sell the magic spell you got?
It would.
That's worth quite a bit.
That's worth more than everything else you got. Except the
Padded
dagger.
armor. Oh, I better rub the footman's mace off there. Actually, it's still on my sheet.
Is it?
It's mine.
It's actually
We'll
not
find
too
out.
bad.
We'll find out.
I already know. I read it.
Yeah, everyone else read it.
Like, out of character, it's detect magic. Like, that's the spell.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's the most
I actually only read
spell
the
you
first
wanted
part of
a
it,
low
and I
level
was
mage
like,
to
wow.
have, and he doesn't have it. So
Yeah.
I arranged for
It's
you to
important
have it.
because of other reasons.
Yeah. You know how there's find traps? Detect magic's the other half of that.
Oh, so you have a 5% chance of doing it.
It's the whisk system.
Yeah.
He only gets to do it once, whereas you can do it as many times as you want.
Often in threes.
Outside of
Yes.
combat, does it still take one round to turn?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Because you're sort of like...
It's still a minute,
Ah,
basically.
okay.
But
Mm.
Put it in your book.
That's what I want to actually in.
We can scribe it down.
Well, it takes time to learn these.
Headed
Yeah,
armor.
exactly.
Yeah. For what?
Gold.
Okay. So if you want to go sell that, you will need directions to either a general purpose merchant or an armor smith.
Sure, we each would buy this first. So
Have we got enough to buy this?
No.
oh.
Yes.
We do, but not in Maryland currency, which means we'll have to mix and match.
He'll take marks.
Ah,
Max is not a problem.
So what was it? It was
11 and 5.
11 and 5, so that's still go 5 marks,
yeah.
1 Imperium silver, and well, that's it. Because it's 11 5 would need it, or did you just go square 11?
Hmm?
11.
It was 11 and a half in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah. So basically, you are looking at. I will do it for
5 marks. Imperium marks, yes.
I will do it for 5 Imperium silver marks and 8 turls, which is a slight discount. Thank you. Mainly because his scales are shit.
Right, so
This guy's way nicer.
we can't,
because his scales were shit, so he's way nicer.
we can't like,
Didn't get that in there.
we can't mix and match.
Sorry?
It's to your advantage to not.
Okay.
Take
So what do you want?
5 marks.
5 silver marks.
So, sorry,
5 silver.
marks.
Not gold ones.
We
No!
don't have any gold.
I don't think we got
We only have silver, so if you were to give us change, you'd give it in Maryland currency, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Okay, so that'd be 4 Maryland ents change.
copper pen.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have 36 flight arrows.
Do they all fit in your quiver?
No, I can only carry 8.
Whoa. And a
Why do you want
D6.
D60?
We do have a backpack thing,
Because I
so.
have a backpack, and that was
Right.
what we're lacking.
You have just received how many arrows?
36.
Right. Of those, 6 of them are +1. They're exceptionally finely made.
Wow.
I just did the roll.
Yeah. Which is why we had to put them at the other
Otherwise,
place.
there was
When
probably
you,
a higher chance.
when you get round to putting them in your quiver and sorting them, you will recognize the fine quality of these particular arrows, and you will realize that they'll be much easier to hit your mark with.
Oh, wow.
These
Yeah,
arrows
two in
also
your
have a
quiver.
better chance of being recoverable because of their sturdy make.
Yes, you carry 2 in your quiver, and I carry the rest in my backpack in bundles.
Alright, so one to... Yeah, okay. So that translates...
Now you want to sell off your armor for, what was it now, 5? 4?
We can do 5.
So,
No,
maybe
five,
he's going to
four.
put you.
Well,
He's
that's
going to put you
spy
onto
price,
a mate
isn't
of his who he deals in like armors and
That's what
shields
you're-
and that sort of
But
like
that's what the buy
protective
price
stuff.
is, not the sell. Yeah.
Correct. I only give him one price and he'll do what he does.
Yeah,
That's all he wants.
because the price he gives me is also an Imperium. So,
Yeah, so
I knew that.
so you end up at another little stall. This one's actually quite more substantial. It's got some build up to it, so it provides a little wind shelter. There's a little sign with a smiling guy with and he seems to be holding up a line with other little lines bouncing off of it in sloppy paint. Welcome to Fat Dave's. I'm Fat Dave.
Would you say that you're bigger,
Hello, Miss-
bigger than the medium Dave?
Poor medium Dave.
Why'd you burn him off?
Susanna?
If he'd had some of my fine armour,
it wouldn't have helped.
we don't know that.
Hello, Mr. Fat Dave. How are you this
eager to sell fine goods.
Well, we were looking to sell to you.
Well, let's have a look at what you've got. Ooh, a nice padded armour. Well, that's easily worth about, I'd say, 4 crowns. Of course, a fine gent such as yourself probably is looking to more trade for better protection.
Well, I do
Surely.
already have some. and
Indeed, you are very nicely equipped. Templar, if I'm not mistaken, good sir.
We'll be perusing the shop.
Would the good ladies like something a little,
Do you sell shields, perchance?
uh-huh.
Excuse me, good sir. Do you sell shields?
Yes, ooh, of course I do.
You're not noticing it.
I've got a couple here. There's the old cupboard door special. Basically a cupboard door.
It works.
And I have this lovely little thing was dropped in the recent troubles. Slightly singed at the edge, but otherwise a decent little buckler. Oh, and I have this shield. It's got some kind of symbol on it.
What is the symbol?
This is your old shield.
That's mine.
No.
I like that attitude.
Yours.
I bought this off a fella come through, didn't need it. I could probably trade it you for the armour.
Straight up trade.
Oh, sure, why not? There's not many people wants a heavier, larger shield like this. It would be harder for me to move, being honest. Whereas a padded armour I can probably get rid of.
What do the rest of you think?
It's
Is
all on top.
I suppose
an extra 1 mark and then
A mark!
Crown.
crown? Sorry, 1 crown and a.
If I had a crown, certainly I could probably give you maybe 5 talons. But that would be pushing it. And that's Fat Dave's I don't got much money guarantee.
Actually, we'll hold off until the ladies are browsing. Perhaps they might come across something else that they could tag on the end there instead, and we could maybe work out a deal.
Well, I've got many fine things here. Fine armours to keep things from stabbing yous in the whatsits. Basically, doesn't leather provide the same protection as padded?
I think so. There's that page.
So upgrading from padded to leather is pretty much an encumbrance issue, because I think leather is actually
Leather
weighs
or
less.
padded is 8 AC.
Yeah, maybe like a chain shirt or something.
You're gonna get studded. I think studded leather is the best a sneaky rogue type
Just-
can wear that isn't elven make.
This is
But
technically studded I'm wearing now,
Yeah.
so.
Studded leather or ring mail plus shield.
I don't think I could afford that right now.
I mean, we can't afford anything.
How much to repair this?
What is that?
That was my bracelet. That was the only thing that was damaged on mine.
It's not really that damaged at all. I'll probably get it done for a mark or two. Sorry,
Crown.
8 talon or 2.
Talon, too.
Probably say 1.
Do you have anything else that needs repairs?
It's the only piece that I need repaired. Any of your
I don't think
I'm not sure about mine though, actually. I got fairly fucked up by zombies, so. What's my actual armour I was wearing? What was its condition?
Another talon can see to that, no problem.
Do you have anything broken?
Here's nothing.
Yeah, as good as robes and whatever, but yeah.
Switch.
So,
Singe, cut,
Yeah.
which was going to give
needle and thread. That's what you
We're
want.
basically
Yeah.
going to at most 5 silver talons, I believe, would be the most you'd do on top of the exchange.
So,
Which you go down to 3 if you want these
3
repairs.
silver talons.
So why not 4? And the repairs.
You're new at this, aren't you?
Yes.
It works. It does work that way. But the other thing is, you can also ask them that we'll be sure to come back here and say we will get our armor.
Got a few friends in the theatre that might want to hear about this place.
What, musicians? Or them dancers?
The dancers. Oh yeah, I'll give you the money.
The thing is, you know, that sounds good, but who are you?
Cephiro, Paladin of Tor.
Hey, great, hey. And that is...
You don't know what a Paladin of Tor is?
No.
A holy warrior who does Tor's
Well-
bidding.
If you want to be less holy, I might suggest some fine armour.
He got me there.
We've been questioned for the Temple of Ben Hadar.
Oh, nasty business up there.
It is nasty business, and they may need new armor up there.
Oh, they do their own work, I was told.
They may, but they may not have enough armourers to do all their work. They may have to outsource with the amount of damage they've had if they want to get their equipment back to
Keep
square
business
one.
local.
And obviously we're going to see them tomorrow, so I think we'd suggest a fine establishment like this for a reasonable price.
So what you're saying is if I knock a mark off, you'll grease old fat Dave's path through life a bit, huh?
I believe that is the gist of the
Is that
of
correct?
that. Yes.
All right, I can dance to that tune. And 4 it is. Why do people insist on? So you receive 4 talons and a shield. Now I'll need your damaged armor, and you can pick it up. How long is that going to take? If you can't be back here before just before Vespers, you'll have to wait until Prime.
How much is she wearing right now?
What?
Oh, she's only from bracer.
yeah.
It's his armor that it's the
His arm's far.
yeah.
I thought that was his other armor.
No, because he was wearing the studs.
They
and
changed
stuff
it
against
to
the
a-
main
Ah.
guy.
He's
but-
actually lucky he was wearing the studded
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it dropped his AC enough that made it hard.
Wow.
Right.
Actually, my AC was very fucked.
Does anyone have anything else they want to do maintenance-wise?
Could we stop by Taylor? I need to get my real brother.
How hungry are we right now?
Pretty.
I wasn't sure what the genie thing did as far as like
You could
keeping
point-
us
You will
sated
be
and that.
you will be about as hungry as you would be as if like you just had breakfast and it's coming up on lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Did we have a good hearty breakfast, like porridge?
You had whatever you said you ate.
Yeah.
But since you didn't have breakfast, but breakfast wasn't a thing back then,
Yeah.
so that's
We
about
do
how
have a
hungry
pack
you'd
that's
feel.
still got the food we brought with us that we never ate.
We could keep those though, the travel rations. That we,
But
They're
these
not going
aren't
to
travel
keep.
rations.
They're not going to keep.
no, they're not
were-
going to keep.
no,
Because
it's
travel
just-
rations
this was our
actually cost
meals.
a fair bit.
Yeah,
This
they
was
did
our
actually
meals.
did work out that. Yeah.
So we've still got our meal for today to have. This was yesterday's meal, which we haven't eaten yet.
Which, by the way, was preserved along with you, so it's
So,
fine
yeah.
for now.
Aww.
We could go eat in the park.
Aww. Food.
Oh, the Aedrin Avoidance Recreation Area.
Yes.
Well, actually, that reminds me. He actually mentioned to them what we saw in the park the other day.
Oh, that.
The with those criminals escaping.
You're talking about criminals?
What criminal? We have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't remember, do you? Oh, good.
There was an altercation at one of the stations and altercation at one of the precincts. Precincts, what do they call them, precincts?
Probably. Guardhouse.
It got one of the guardhouses in near the park, and it was just it was odd how they got away. It was they sort of licked up and they're gone. It was
When was this?
2. Well, now it'd be 3 probably now.
So you knew about these criminals escaping from the barracks, and you didn't tell me.
We-
the paladin of justice.
You were sick.
Fair point. But
No, he wasn't. This is the day after he was sick.
Yeah, but
It was the day he recovered.
and then we had to go to
It was
the
out again.
Temple of Benedar. There were many other things in our life.
these criminals must be stopped.
Yes, if we could find them.
Lunch first.
Which is why we could
Well,
go to the
yes.
park and see if there's anything happening.
Yeah, we can retrace our step.
So we're going to head to the park.
You go to the park.
Is anyone thirsty?
You are.
What?
I
I
am.
would smile at that comment.
Here you go.
Thank you. Drink some of it.
Just water.
Yeah. I know.
It's a little warm.
That must have been that genie. The water's a little warm.
Yeah, that's how he got you.
Sulin? It's just only water.
I know. I'm drinking some.
Lady Mara? I brought it with us for the trip.
Oh, nice.
It's good. It's not good. But
It came from the washing dispensary in the wash basin. No,
You're not making it
the
sound.
faucet in our.
Oh, faucet!
Well,
What's it?
You should have gone to the well.
yeah.
you probably would have come from the well. Whatever was the way of dispensing water in the
Could be a well.
tavern at the new boyfriend.
Okay. So you go to Hyde Park.
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll take them towards where the precinct is, the guardhouses, and we'll point out
Yes, that's the criminals.
that it was from in here, and it's all been cleaned up. And he escaped. Well, they escaped that way. There was definitely a magic user, I think it was.
How many were there?
4.
I can't believe that at all.
It was 3 or 4.
I thought
One was a dwarf.
what? No, almost. Look how thick. I'm sorry.
Not taking.
No. What you do is you get the notes given to you. Which reminds me, I need to give you a hard drive.
Didn't bring them.
Okay, that's alright then. It's not important.
I forgot completely.
No way the local constabulary couldn't handle their own criminals.
There's a jailbreak, from what I understood.
Have you seen these guards? Have you seen anything from the time we entered this place? And you think they can handle some criminals?
Well, they should be able to.
Like,
That's their
you-
job.
You're a paladin of dwarf, and you think they can handle justice?
Well, they're supposed to. That's what they
Just
they
because
hired
they're
for.
supposed to doesn't mean they can. Just saying. Those idiots.
No, I think it should just be a rude. I feel it. We haven't met all the guards in town.
Actually, very little of the
Actually,
notes
didn't you
on
say
my right.
about 13 of
I
them
do
just
know that
followed
the,
you around for no particular reason?
Thirteen.
Evander was there.
And yeah.
I'm starting to think Lady Mara might actually have something here.
It's still not all of them.
It's probably
the guard captain we met seemed to be fine.
It's probably King Stephen trying to save the kingdom money by hiring the cheapest people.
Maybe he could hire us. Justice in our own hands.
Well, I do have to go and see King Stephen at some point, but the chances of getting to him are pretty slim.
What for?
I had something for him before I was pounced upon.
So we should have wished for all of our belongings.
Yes, but then you could have been crushed by like a 4-poster bed or something for all we know.
I don't know. I own a bed.
I'm just giving you...
40 sacks of dirt. We don't know what you own.
If you asked for all your belongings, we would have everything you ever had. Everything.
Think about it.
Everything I've ever had, huh? All at once.
Well, no. It would only be things that
That
still belong to you.
belong to you.
Oh, okay, yes, fine.
It's not something. We've just been to the top.
And then you got to think, what would you have lost? There's always somebody lost. As in, we lost a day.
That new spell you found.
But
To remind me.
I guess the genie could have given you just had you retain your spell book, and it could have been completely empty, just like it was when you first got it. In fact, have you checked it since?
Are you kidding? I was this close to having all your minds swapped around because it doesn't cause you any specific harm.
Yeah.
This close.
Yeah. I can imagine that Cephiro.
I was thinking of going counterclockwise.
Oh God.
You would have been in my body.
Why am I stuttering?
No,
Oh, that way.
You'd be in my body.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I wouldn't be able to handle the
Just
stairs.
fall over. Oh shit! Too much weight.
Why does my back hurt?
Why am I so cold?
And you would have been in the body of the, for the want of a better term, wizard.
Yeah. What's happening?
No, the peasant now.
I'm a dirt
That's why
farmer.
it's counterclockwise.
I'm a dirt farmer.
So anyway, what are you guys doing?
Find a nice place to settle down and eat. Yeah.
No, there was benches from where we were sitting, overlooking the guardhouse in the gardens.
You're hiding.
Quite bad.
Wednesday.
What's that? It's a Wednesday.
No, that was it. Well, where did they go after the
They went off
jailbreak?
The roof.
the roof and off that direction,
Yeah.
pointing direction they went, and disappeared over that way in direction they went and disappeared.
Did they? How did they get up to the roof?
They're there
Well,
one
they
minute,
just-
then they're there the next. I don't understand.
Do you think this could be that spring
Heel
heel jack that you were talking
It
about?
may have been.
Oh, I
Like
didn't even
sprung them.
think of that.
I did.
Huh. Probably is him.
Like sprung them right up there, just boing. He's probably got some kind of magical boots that allow him to jump really high or something.
What? No.
I just look at Mara with my jaw kind of slightly dropped. Sandwich or whatever.
You are correct. That would stop him from jumping.
Oh no, I was meaning to.
But you can just take off the boots.
Well, we're only taking the victim.
Maybe Mara, you've got an awful devious and dark mind sometimes. It concerns me greatly.
I don't think she quite understands the fifth.
That's your problem with this. That's
It's my problem with everything.
Mathematically, though, it isn't. What's wrong with that? Taking the victim.
I'm just gonna eat quietly.
No, you can't eat him.
No, my food. Dear, give me strength.
Okay.
Oh no, you gotta go blind again!
Sadly, it is not Tor that answers.
Well,
It's for your chat.
wait, someone actually did answer?
No.
Sorry, the events I've forgotten a few things.
You've forgotten what? You have some memory gaps?
They weren't memories that belonged to her, perhaps.
I think she was referring to forgetting about the event that happened at the Scout House.
Oh.
Yes.
Since so much has happened over the last couple of days.
Yes, me hearing my god's voice and the bad dreams of the place, and then the zombie and the dagger of the dark one.
So we have 5 quests running at the same time.
That's meta.
But wouldn't
Also,
you have missed out on a performance?
Oh, you would have last night while we were.
It'll be small over there.
I'm also looking for your shield bearer. They've come up no closer.
No.
There is another one of your kind here, I believe. Is that correct?
In the guardhouse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does she work for the local constabulary?
She's, I believe, the second in command is what I was led to believe.
So is it usual for your people to step away from their roles in life as
We'll,
barbarian women and who take men and just become a...
we all
Guard.
choose different paths. Some leave, some never return.
if she were to return, would she just be welcomed back as if she'd never left?
I don't know what her clan would accept.
Oh,
her
she
or-
is of a different clan than you.
Yes.
A rival clan, or
No.
not at the moment, or not ever?
Not at this moment. Well, obviously not. Since I left, many things could have happened.
Well, so you could go in there to talk to her at one point, and she could punch you on the jaw because she's heard news of your clans being at war.
She may, yes.
That actually happens. You suddenly hate each other if you're at war,
Yes.
Really?
just because.
Because it's like your country doesn't like your country, but today they're fine, but tomorrow they're not. So you're maybe friends with them, but because your leader says you have to fight, you fight.
But I wouldn't.
No, but
It's a choice.
but you
Well, I understand if I was fighting an army, then I would. If I was conscripted into my country's military force, and then I would fight for my
so
country.
you do understand. Good,
But I don't understand why I would suddenly hate a friend or ally of mine just because they're suddenly on the other side.
That's climate.
I don't
Well,
understand.
If Tor, I think I get it. If Tor spoke to you and he told you to smite Mara, you would.
Well, no, he'd be very sick, and then he'd do it.
Well, you're there.
Well, I would query as to why, and if he did not give an answer, then I would have to obey him, and yes, I would have to smite Mara. I would assume it's because maybe the dagger had influenced it too much, but
Bad choice of person.
my loyalty is to my god above all else, yes.
You
But
see, so it's the same thing. I think.
but so
No,
your loyalty is to your clan, so therefore you must automatically hate anybody who is you are at war with.
It doesn't have to be a hatred. It might be a battle because of your clan.
well, we can fight over many things. I mean,
Why don't you just have loyalty to yourself? Because nothing else really matters.
Oh.
I would disagree. One must believe and have honor in something.
I
Yourself.
have honour in myself and my clan.
Really yourself.
Me and my shield bearer.
So your shield bearer is your clan.
She is of my clan. Yes.
If so that so don't understand.
Loyalties to your people.
But if they told you to
What if your shield bearer had changed clans, switched allegiances? Would you kill her?
If I was told to, yes.
Well, if you were told to, but what if you just met her and she was like, I am of clan who you were at war with, and we are now enemies?
Well, we're not back in the mud, so no.
so okay, that makes the whole
See, this changes everything.
Yeah.
We were talking about if you would see this woman in the thing and
Yes,
learn
but,
of you.
but some clans will still bring their
Their personal grievances up at any particular point in time.
well. It's very hard to forget old hatred.
or if you don't hate them but you're just at war.
Well, if you've been at war for many years, it's very hard to forget that.
But it's not a hate war, it's just a
What do you mostly war over, men?
money.
Why
Territory?
would we fight over men?
What about money?
Territory.
Money? No.
Territory?
Money's nothing. Territory, land, viable crops,
Politics?
animals.
Resources.
I see.
What is there to war over?
Well, if one clan raids us and takes our
Resources. It's a resource war.
Resources is a general term for the things you
Wood.
spoke of.
Land,
Wood, animals, land.
metal,
Okay,
Food.
then yes, if they've stolen our stuff, then
and monies. Coins. Don't have.
currency, no.
You are
Well, wait,
vaguely
wait,
familiar with it.
wait.
Oh,
now.
I've got no problem with currency, no.
Do your people not have the currency?
They probably use a barter system.
How do you buy things?
Barter.
With what?
Well, I
Other resources.
hunt.
They'll-
I go out, hunt for animals,
What is one animal worth then?
whatever I say it is or we discuss.
It would depend on the geography and topography of their nation. Some places may be rich with boar, whereas others are not. So people who are rich with boar would
So there's no
Trade.
generalized system. Well, it must be anything.
No, it's
supply and demand. It makes perfect sense.
But that can't work. In the long run, that's a beginning system.
always worked for hundreds of years.
They're primitive. What? You are. That's no slight. It's just your culture's primitive.
It's true.
I think you're just being overly harsh.
No, that's just what it is. We all did this. Our ancient ancestors did this centuries ago. We moved on and came up with a standardized currency system and better means of doing everything. They're just primitive.
Why do we need currency when we've got everything we ever need? We
No, but
take
yes.
what we need.
Because
You can't just take it.
that's why you're still at war, whereas all the other nations are.
Still at war.
So you
Well, there are the Burmanians who are very aggressive. Yes.
But Burmania has currencies, so therefore it's civilized as well.
It's yes,
They're
but
worried
they're
about
also
different things, not just resources. Political,
yes.
monetary issues, not just resources.
political. Why would you fight over other political?
Have you not heard anything about Kingsley?
Heard of Kingsley, yes.
And no one likes it. Political war.
I would say that it's more primitive. You're fighting about something that just doesn't matter at all.
The wizard sounds right. Why would you fight over things that don't matter?
Well, they consider them to matter. It's all about pride and importance and having the
Self-worth.
best stuff and owning the most amount of land, and it's about prestige, not necessarily the
Why-
actual tangible benefits of it all.
Why would you want to have more land than you need?
Because they want power and they want to be better than everybody else. They think having more makes them
It's a
better.
status.
It's a status thing, yes. They don't want to be peasants. They want to be as far away from peasants as possible. I can understand
Oh,
that.
there's much land between you and me.
The more wealth and land you have, the more power you have, and the more things you can do. The less restrictions there are, the more you can buy. The more luxurious your abode can be. The more things you can own. You control everything. You don't get told what to do. You tell everybody else what to
I
do.
was never told what to do. I did
You
what I
mean
wanted.
you weren't told that you were destined to be this thing. You were destined to be a huntress, and you were destined to go out and get men so that we can do things with them.
No, I was a huntress and I
You chose that. It wasn't.
chose it. It's what I was good at.
But how did you discover you were good at it? Did you try all the different things that your people do and
I didn't have the gift.
the gift?
Magic.
Oh, okay, yes.
And I was always good with the bow.
Always. How old were you when you were first using one?
I've been using the one for as long as I can remember.
They just give you a weapon. Just.
Why wouldn't they? We have to defend ourselves.
Oh. How it is? Like,
I was using the bow at 5.
like a trade.
Yeah, so the rubber arrow tip off. No.
I mean, like, because they're different. Did you just get like the full size one?
I would never be able to draw a full-size bow.
Just the
And that's the reason you like took to a particular. I mean, do all of the women or girls of your lands all get trained in the bow, or do they choose different?
No, some become wise ones, and some become shield bearers, and some.
So if you've been using a bow for as long as you remember, how do you know that it wasn't chosen for you by somebody else, and you can simply not remember that?
It was chosen by somebody else. The goddess chose me to use the bow.
So you don't have complete freedom. You are dictated to by your goddess as to what you do and what you become.
Well, she
But
gave
by
me the
that,
gift to use the bow, so I'm able to use the bow.
but by that logic,
Why wouldn't I want to use it?
everything's dictated by luck entirely. The luck that you can be born into a rich family, or luck that you can be born with gift of strong arm. Your argument doesn't hold any water to Cephiro.
Well, she says that she has complete freedom and was never told what to do, and now I've ascertained that she was told what to do and didn't have complete freedom. Everything she did was predestined by somebody else.
By my goddess, yes. All things are destined by the goddess. Our meeting was destined by my goddess.
Oh my god.
I'll lean over and just look at Lady Rara.
So, what are you guys doing?
We're having philosophical discussions, obviously.
Sorry, it's so boring.
No, I've been listening to you go around in circles for the last half hour. Right. Let's move along, shall we? I'm advancing time to Sext.
Oh, I wanted to go to a tailor and see if I can make things stitched in.
Right, okay. Now, you say tailor. Do you mean a tailor?
Like a seamstress.
A seamstress.
He's off to find a seamstress.
Right. So you asked some random guy where you can find a seamstress.
Yeah.
He gives you a knowing wink and he says, down the floor pits.
Is there anywhere else?
They are the best seamstresses.
Well, I mean, if you want a seamstress and you need one quick, then that's where you're going to go.
Do you need an escort?
What about a seamster?
Ah,
No.
Well, where exactly would I find one?
they're all over the place down there.
I don't remember seeing any the last time we were there.
Oh, you would have seen them.
What?
They just wouldn't have been advertising what you're looking for.
Oh.
Probably what you could
I
do with
believe
some,
what
but-
he's saying is a seamstress in the city is a polite way of saying those ladies that were down in those streets.
Oh no! But I just need to get my robe fixed.
Well, they'll probably do that too.
They're so talented, they're probably able to do those.
A seamstress to fix his robe,
Is that what they
not
call
to
it?
fix him.
Same place.
Same place.
Okay.
So who's going with them?
I will.
Oh,
Of course
no.
you will all go.
You all go to the horror pits.
Yay!
It's during the day, so not much is going on. There's sleazy women around.
Probably go to the one that we talked to.
I'll look for a bad pun like I have the needle.
Which one that we talked to?
Not the one upstairs.
Yes, exactly.
Not the one upstairs. You're quite.
What, the gay bar?
Yes.
Okay. You approach the seamstress.
Excuse me, young lady.
Uh-huh.
My young friend here is looking to have his robe repaired. Would you or would anybody you know be able to provide any of those services?
Robe repaired, that's a new one.
No, look, it got cut open. I needed.
Oh,
to stitch it.
you want sewing done?
Yes.
Oh! That'll be our Millie then. A grandmotherly type shuffles out eventually. So we best be having you out of that.
Oh.
You
Go get her, Aedrin!
try to disappoint the young lady.
Can't very well stitch it together with it on you.
Oh,
Or you could.
think about that.
Ouch.
So your mind went to, do I have to fuck this granny? Before it went to, you're right, how many tailors actually repair clothing on your body?
Well, no, I mean it was. I was trying to remember if I kept that tunic from old lady McWhat's-her-face.
No.
The
you
burger?
gave it back to
No, we gave it back, didn't we?
her. Did you?
But the simple answer is it in your inventory?
No, then
If
no.
it isn't, then you don't have it.
No, I remember I gave mine back after we got some stuff.
I don't know anyone has stolen it.
We got some basic clothes
Ruined
from.
everything.
Remember from the merchant before we left? It was part of our.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So probably there's something on underneath. Yeah. So is there somewhere I could sit and wait?
Yep. You can wait in the parlor.
Okay. How long do you think it will take?
Oh, shouldn't be too long.
Okay, I'll take out my.
How much will that be?
That's, you haven't discussed
Yeah.
price.
How much will it cost?
You weren't that badly ripped up, were you? You just had that
I
one.
had that one down the.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
that.
It was
sword,
pretty- yeah, it was
wasn't
pretty clean
From the-
cut.
It's like those traffic lights, the old crossing lights.
Yeah.
Not very much, really.
Be a straight stitch, so.
Yeah, let's say 3 pence.
You don't want to rip off a hole. Still
Well, that's what the seamstress, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so you're naked.
Naked.
No.
Nappy.
Tip-on nappy.
I had small, like I had something on underneath because we had
Tempo nappies.
like casual clothes from the guy. So I have pants and
Your mother
probably
must be
and an
very
undershirt.
proud.
So like it would be like it would be.
This thing
fine.
got ripped too.
Oh shit! I probably did.
Damn, you shouldn't have said that because now they are.
My pants aren't.
Ah, no, because the thing came right down and.
I think I wouldn't go that high.
Right. So you're all stitched up. Your armor's all repaired.
Oh yes, I'll collect
Yeah.
that the next time.
Yep. So, what, if anything, did you guys want to do today?
We'll be recuperating after the dungeon.
Or Tom.
Yeah, and we were waiting, making sure the ritual was.
Oh, is it today, is it?
That was today.
Yeah, we're off to. That's what we want to do.
Right. Well, let's say we stop it there so we can start off with you arriving at that.
Meanwhile, maybe Myra might want
That was the champions of Jor-Karroc. An archival recording of an AD&D 2.5 edition pen and paper role-playing game night. The opening credits music was Lords of the Sky from the Battleforge OST. The intermission, not present. Closing music, The Black Rider from Howard Shore's Fellowship of the Ring soundtrack. These musics are used in a non-profit archive tabletop session played and no ownership is expressed or implied. Video footage from the intro is credited in its video format. The preceding game night may have contained music and sound from Imogen Heap, George Michael, Evanescence, Age of Wonders 2, Aeon, Baldur's Gate 2, Battle Realms, Battle Forge, Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Conan the Barbarian, Consortium, Daggerfall, Dark Souls 2, Darksiders 2, Demon's Souls, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, Divinity 2, Dragon Age Origins, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, D&D Official RP Soundtrack, EverQuest 2, Fable The Lost Chapters, God of War 2, God of War 3, Guild Wars Eye of the North, Guild Wars Factions, Guild Wars Nightfall, Guild Wars Additional Music, Heroes of Might and Magic 5, Hitman Blood Money, Kingdoms of Amalur, Reckoning, Krull, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, Lords of the Fallen, Lord of the Rings, War in the North, Morrowind, Vampire the Masquerade, Oblivion, Pillars of Eternity, Risen, Sacred 2, The Settlers 2, The Settlers 5, The Witcher 2, The Witcher 3, The X-Files, Trine 2, Unreal Tournament 2004, Wolfenstein The New Order, Fallout New Vegas, Golden Axe, Age of Conan, RoboCop, Blind Guardian, Deus Ex, Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Reach, The Hobbit Trilogy, The Star Wars Special Edition Trilogy, The Star Wars Prequel Trilogy, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 4, Serenity, the Star Trek movie soundtracks, Star Wars The Old Republic, Manos, The Hands of Fate, Babylon 5, Gran Turismo 5, Deathstalker, Phantom of the Opera, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, Desadia Duodecim, miscellaneous other classical music, sound effects, or fantasy tracks taken from YouTube, too numerous to list. Music is used as a non-profit manner to enhance gameplay and is included in the archive as audible on the night. If you would like to be credited for your music and it is not listed here, please send a message to the channel and the proper credit will be applied in the description and future audio credits. The preceding archival recording contains strong language, sexual references, adult themes, and should not have been listened to if you are under the age of 18, have a history of mental disorders, lack coping skills, a chronic inability to press stop or back buttons, find said material offensive, are easily upset, disgusted, offended by puns, are pregnant, or have no sense of humor.